morning to all of our guests and taste testers. Welcome to the Miami-Dade Transportation Planning Organization, Taste of Transportation, also known as the TOT. Thank you for joining us this morning. Are you excited? I'm excited. The TPO Master Chef is excited. The team is excited. We're all excited. Whoop, 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 whoop. We have a great transportation special edition focusing on on-demand services for first and last mile needs. I hope your belly is ready, because this is our opportunity to introduce you, educate you, and maybe remind you about the various on-demand services that are provided throughout Miami-Dade County. I am Paul Chance, the Public Involvement Officer for the Miami-Dade Transportation Planning Organization, also known as the TPO. I am also your host, so you can call me Host Chance. You may be asking, Host Chance, what is all this excitement about? What is all this woo 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 woo? What is all this about? What's on the menu today? Well, get ready, get ready, get ready. We have a lineup that is full of transportation, the full transportation menu with the Miami-Dade Transportation Planning Organization, Miami-Dade County Department of Transportation and Public Works, South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, Tri-Rail, Citizens Independent Transportation Trust, CITT, Brightline, Freebie. Listen, you don't want to miss any of these dishes our transportation partner chefs are serving up today. They will be discussing on-demand services provided throughout Miami-Dade County. The Taste of Transportation is designed to keep you, the citizen, and the stakeholders involved with all aspects of transportation while you're enjoying your fabulous lunch. Nothing like learning, thinking, and eating all at the same time. But no meal can be complete without a master chef to assist. TPO Master Chef, are you there?
Hey, Host Chance, I'm here. Listen, I am so excited about today's TOT edition. The taste testers are really going to have an opportunity to learn about on-demand services that are available to them. Listen, especially to meet their first and last mile needs, which is so important. And they will be able to make comments and ask questions throughout the event.
Yes, they are, and yes, they can.
But wait a second, Host Chance. What if they have questions or comments after the Taste of Transportation has concluded?
Good question, TPO Master Chef. Anyone can email us at information@mdtpo.org or call 305-375-1888 to provide comments. Okay, I know what you're thinking. I'm hungry. Well, you are in for a fantastic lunch. We have 6 delicious items on the menu today. Each transportation partner chef will provide us with a small taste of their selected item for about 5 minutes. And we'll go through the menu. The TPO Master Chef will share any questions or comments from our taste testers, which is you. You're the taste tester. If you have any questions or comments, use the question feature on your panel. Please include your name and your email address so we can reach out to the appropriate agency. TPO Master Chef, are you ready?
Yes, Host Chance. Listen, I have my apron and my chef hat on, and I am ready for today's event.
And now, without further ado, on with the menu. The menu starts off with a scrumptious overview of the TPO Smart Demonstration Program. Let's welcome our first transportation partner from the Miami-Dade TPO, Chris, who will tell us all about his selected item this morning. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, good morning, Host Chance. It is my pleasure to join you today in the kitchen again for another delicious edition of Taste of Transportation. And today we're going to be tasting what I like to think is the secret sauce of the SMART program, and that is the SMART demonstration program. So what does that do for us? It provides us that essential first and last mile connection to our transportation system. And it's something that is a seamless, direct connection to the SMART program corridors for our taste testers in the community. Next slide, please. So how did we get started on this endeavor, or what I like to think of as the appetizer for the SMART program? Well, in June of 2018, our TPO governing board members, I realized that before any delicious entree, you really do need to have an appetizer as a proof of concept. So before the main course came out, which is our SMART plan and now our SMART program, our board said, you know what, we need to do a demonstration to make sure that that ridership is there, and so that our community can get a taste of what it will be like to have a 6-corridor SMART program. So that was done in June of 2018, where they provided a resolution identifying a funding framework to advance those demonstration program projects. And that was a joint effort between us and all of the municipalities and our transit operating agencies. Next slide. After our resolution passed in June 2018, our sister agency, CITT, also passed a resolution supporting the SMART demonstration projects, because CITT also identified this as a crucial need for a proof of concept so that we can get those ridership numbers and get our community connected to the SMART plan. That was done also in June of 2018, and it provided the access to the local surtax for our municipalities to access that funding for their local match for the State Transportation Development Grant Program. Next slide. So here's where we're at today. Since those two actions took place in 2018, a total of 37 delicious appetizers have been served out to our community over the last 4 years. Those include on-demand transportation responsive services, fixed routes, and park and ride facilities. So we've got all kinds of delicious appetizers out there right now. And the process begins every year. So although we started it 4 years ago, we do this every year. We send out a list of program priority project requests to our community and to our transportation municipal partners. They submit those ideas to us between the late winter and early spring. We hold a joint workshop with the county and municipalities. We actually just held that yesterday, March 27th. FDOT then holds their grants workshop for all interested applicants to get an understanding of what they're going to need to provide in their application. That's scheduled this year for April 4th. And then the state coordination begins for the applications to be submitted in the transit program. The TPO then finishes out the process by approving the entire list of program priorities, this year scheduled for June 2023. And then we will have a brand new batch of delicious transportation first last mile connections through the SMART demonstration program. Next slide. This is my favorite slide because this shows just how diverse and delicious our meals have been for our community. So out of the 37 awarded projects, 27 projects are actually being used right now. So you can go and taste them yourselves. The secret sauce is out there in the community. You can get that seamless first last mile connection. We've got another 10 that are on their way to being put out into the public. They're in the process of being contracted and let. So 25% of those 37 projects are actually on-demand responsive services, while the other 75 are fixed services. But the real kicker here is we've had 6.25 million riders on our 37 projects. So we've got plenty of people tasting it, and I think that is quite a proof of concept. Because as we all know, a demonstration is in itself a test, a taste test, so that our federal and state partners can invest the big bucks on the main projects that we're going to be pushing out over the next several years. Next slide. This is how we have spread the love throughout our community. So the SMART program is not just the 6 corridors. We've also incorporated all of the demonstration projects onto our map. And this shows you just how well spread this is out throughout our community. We're looking forward to continuing to add to this map. But as you can see in the bottom right, we've got a lot of projects out there, and we're going to have some trouble fitting them all onto one map. So I'm really happy to see how this program has evolved over the last several years, and I look forward to how it's going to continue to evolve. Next slide. And again, these are some of our projects live in action. We've got our on-demand responsive, we've got some freebie vehicles on here, we've got the Teslas, but the bottom right picture was something that we had to deal with during the pandemic, and it was not only a proof of concept for transit ridership, but it served as an emergency response mechanism. So we were able to get medicine and food out to our community. That was essential during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we were able to quickly pivot and use our existing investments in infrastructure for first last mile connections to get those essential needs out to our communities and our taste testers. So we're very proud of some of those efforts, and we look forward to the future development of the Smart Demonstration Program going forward. It will be delicious, I promise, and we look forward to that. Thank you very much, Host Chance. Back to you.
Man, talking about sauce, talking about secret ingredients, talking about, man, wow. That's awesome, Chris. You are definitely a veteran when it comes to cooking. Chris, we want to thank you for that amazing overview and talk about an appetizer that just wants to make you keep coming back for more and more. Great information again. Thank you again for giving our taste testers an overview of the TPO Smart Demonstration Program. Thank you, Chris. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Our next item on the menu will keep you connected to the eggs, to the bacon, to the pancakes. It's the Miami-Dade County Department of Transportation and Public Works, also known as the DTPW. Representing this item is Carlos, also known as Triple C. Good morning, Carlos. Tell us some taste testers about your item this morning.
All right. Good morning, and thank you for the invite. I'm thrilled to be here to spend some time talking transit with you. First, as we mentioned before, there's no substitute for a well-run fixed route service. And with the implementation of the Better Bus Network later this year, we'll be able to provide a better transit to more people in Miami-Dade County with a network of high-frequency corridors. However, Host Chance, there are areas that we cannot provide such a frequent service, or that perhaps on-demand transit is more productive and more convenient than a low-frequency circulator. We can think of it as Transit 2.0. And here in Miami-Dade County, we have seen the evolution firsthand and the benefit that it brings to our community. We have seen on-demand transportation options for many years now, and most recently, it's transitioned to on-demand transit with the addition of the Go Connect program. Next slide. The concept is very simple. Dedicate a vehicle in a predefined area requested through a smartphone application or by dialing in. Our Go Connect program provides on-demand transit service. Rides are provided near door-to-door with some walking required, and the rides are shared with other riders going generally in the same direction. Today, we operate in 4 zones: West Kendall, Cutler Bay, Dayland, and the Civic Center area. And the map shown in here illustrate some of the rides activity that we have in these 4 areas, where the color of the dots in the darker the color indicates higher number of rides. If you look into the Dayland area in the center and the Cutler Bay on the bottom of the screen, you see a high number of trips connecting to the Metro Rail and the South Dade Transitway, respectively. It is not a coincidence, my friend. This is a result of policies that we have established to prioritize trips to and from transit. Whether the first, the last, or the only mile, our goal is to help riders complete their trips, and Go Connect plays a big role on it. Next slide. The ridership has increased significantly over the last several years, and so have our system utilization and the vehicle utilization in this program. Next slide. Well, we measure more than just ridership. We have seen an increase in shared rides, and waiting times actually have come down. As with the increase of trips, the system has become more effective. Next slide. The experience so far has been amazing. We have seen that the service and the interaction with the technology feels very intuitive and seamless. Big kudos to the VIA team for their design. But most importantly, I think that the on-demand transit service that we provide today, it is the right solution for the need. And that's why it feels so familiar. And we see this through feedback from the community. A happy rider actually said, this is the best way to tackle those short trips in my area. Next slide. I wanted to give also a big shout out to the Cutler Bay. an amazing partner in the Go Connect program, and actually one of the most successful on-demand transit services in the nation. Next slide. In addition, through a partnership with the Knight Foundation, we're able to launch what we call the Community Liaison Program that allows residents from Miami-Dade County in different areas to come visit and experience the system and provide feedback to us. Next slide. And on that note, I wanted today to add the direction forward, that cherry on top, if you allow me. The Knight Foundation support actually helped us also to launch a demonstration program for autonomous vehicles, technology applied to transit. Next slide. The 6-month program provided trips within the parking facility at the zoo for riders to experience the technology and help us understand the public sentiments towards the service. Already provided more than 3,500 rides in such a short time. Next slide. You could even say that it's actually bringing smiles to riders of all ages. So don't be shy. Stop by the zoo this weekend as we conclude our demonstration program. Next slide. And this is all part of our roadmap for autonomous future, a way for us to actually place the technology where it can be most beneficial to our community. We started with shuttles. We're now looking at ways to integrate into the Go Connect program so we can actually advance our solution out there. Next slide, and final, Host Chance. This is just a taste of the options in Miami-Dade County. There's much more in the menu for us to offer. I'm thrilled to be here, and please don't be shy to reach out for more information about the Go Connect program and how to move around Miami-Dade County. Thank you.
Carlos, Triple C, thank you again. That was an amazing presentation, a lot of information, awesome information. Let's see if our TPO Master Chef has any questions from our taste testers about Carlos's item. TPO Master Chef.
Yes, okay. That was a wonderful presentation, Carlos. So many wonderful projects happening around getting us to our first and last mile, especially in the zoo. That's fantastic. Love the zoo. Let's see if we have any questions. All right, well, I see a couple here. All right, let's start with this one. Based on your ridership, do you anticipate a steady increase in 2023?
Certainly. So we are seeing the graph, actually, the numbers continue to go up, and because it's on demand, we actually see the number of requests that come from our service. So already in the areas that we have, we see the steady increase. But not only that, the appetite for on-demand transit in Miami-Dade County has grown. So we're expecting for increased demand, if you will, throughout Miami-Dade County, and hopefully expand our program.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, let's see. Okay, is ridership your ultimate goal for micro transit, or how would you measure success?
That's an interesting conversation we've been having. We see this across the nation. You know, we cannot measure on-demand transit the same way that we measure fixed route services, and we looked at it as that connection to opportunities rather than just moving people around. So ridership is a component. The number of share rides that we have, the experience that people have, and actually connecting to transit is what helps us to increase that reach. If you look at the map, we're actually covering with one system the entire area of this zone, and it provides great opportunity to have access to jobs and other means to help people in our community. So we see ridership and comfort key factors for success.
Okay, excellent. Let me see, do we have any other questions? No, okay, Carlos, I think we're good right now, but if there are any other questions from the taste testers, please put them in the question feature and we will ensure to get those over to Carlos regarding any of the projects and the on-demand services he discussed today. Carlos, thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here with us.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Carlos, for joining us. Thank you so much. Again, great presentation. And now, taste testers, our next 4 items are represented by transportation partner chefs that are making their debut here on the Taste of Transportation. Our first new transportation partner chef is serving up an item that is just full of flavor from the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, also known as Tri-Rail. Representing this item is Jessica. Good morning, Jessica. Please tell the taste testers about your item.
Thank you, Host Chase. Good morning. I am Chef Jessica, and I'm a transportation planning manager here at the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority. So today I'll be giving you a taste of the Tri-Rail on-demand ride partner service, our first and last mile options for our commuter rail riders. Next slide, please. So the SFRTA operates Tri-Rail. We're the commuter rail servicing 18 stations in the Tri-County area, running mostly parallel to I-95 from Mangonia Park Station in Palm Beach County to the north, all the way to Miami Airport Station in Miami-Dade County to the south, connecting to all 3 major international airports. We are happy to report that our weekday ridership is close to 90% of pre-pandemic levels, and until February 28 of 2021, we ran complimentary commuter buses at select stations, helping bridge the gap from the rail corridor to the various destinations around our corridor, as shown in the map here. Next slide, please. On March 1st, 2021, SFRTA launched the Tri-Rail Partner Service as an on-demand first and last mile alternative to our riders, after the shuttle bus operator decided to not renew its contract. So this video is going to provide you a flavor of the on-demand Tri-Rail Partner Service. Let's play it, please.
Tri-Rail gets you where you need to go, all the way, with free shuttle, taxi, and Uber rides. You heard right. Enjoy free rides from most Tri-Rail stations. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and these connections are free. It's our same low fares, but more service. And now you can purchase a Tri-Rail mobile pass on the Tri-Rail app. Get the details at tri-rail.com.
Gets you where you wanna go.
Next slide, please. So the Ride Partner Service currently offers up to $15 a ride to Tri-Rail riders traveling to or from a station within the former commuter bus service areas, as shown in the map here. SFRTA has partnered with Metro Taxi for taxi service in Palm Beach County, Yellow Cab for taxi service in Broward County, and Uber service for service in both counties. Riders can request a trip, a taxi ride by phone, or an Uber ride through their app so they can complete their trip. The last calendar year, a total of 42,000 on-demand rides were completed, and on average, rides have increased 5% month to month. Recently, the SFRTA Governing Board approved changes to the Ride Partner Service. The new version will reduce the credit per ride to $5 and expand the program to all 18 stations with no geofence. So it's going to provide first and last mile connections to our riders all across the corridor. Next slide, please. In late June 2022, we added a new service to our Ride Partner Service, a microtransit option, thanks to a 12-month demonstration grant awarded to the SFRTA by the Federal Transit Administration, FTA, with the funding match provided by the Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT. This microtransit service offers on-demand rides to and from the Cypress Creek Station in Fort Lauderdale. The service is being provided by Freebie, who will be presenting later this morning. 2 100% electric wheelchair-accessible vans operate in the area depicted in the slide, connecting Tri-Rail riders to essential services in the Cypress Creek area east of I-95. Demand for the microtransit service continues to increase since the demonstration project started. Next slide, please. The Tri-Rail riders are very satisfied with the Ride Partner Service. In November 2022, an online survey was conducted, and 8 out of every 10 Ride Partner Service users rated the on-demand service as excellent or good. Riders highly value the direct, quick, and convenient on-demand first last mile service offered by Tri-Rail, so riders could reach their final destination. So we're looking forward to the new version of the Tri-Rail Ride Partner Service launching later this summer, and continue to monitor and evaluate these on-demand first last mile options to our Tri-Rail riders. Next slide. So thank you for the opportunity, and I'm available to answer any questions you may have, Master Chef.
All right. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Excellent job. Excellent job. A lot of good information in there. I know people are excited about Tri-Rail. So let's go to our TPO Master Chef to see if there's any questions from our taste testers about Jessica's item. TPO Master Chef.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Jessica, great information. Love Tri-Rail. I take it regularly. So excited that we have these connections for first and last mile. It's really amazing. So thank you so much. Let's see if we have any questions. All right, we do. We have, let's see this one. How does the $15 credit per ride, how is that applied to Uber and taxi rides?
Oh, good question. Good question. So all the information is detailed on our website, trirail-rail.com. But taxi rider can call the taxi cab company, specify that they are connecting to a Tri-Rail station, and the cost of the ride, because it is within the geofence, will be covered. Uber riders, they need to download a voucher. They download that voucher only once. Once it is in their wallet, that is then once the credit will apply when they request the trip within that geofence. And the link to that voucher is on our website as well. So I encourage everyone to just go and check on our website the information on our Ride Partner service.
Oh, okay, great. Good information. Great. All right, and let's see, we have another one. Okay, here's one. How can riders request a freebie ride to or from the Cypress Creek station?
Great, yeah. So from our Cypress Creek station, again, Freebie has been a great partner and it's very easy to request their service. You need to download their Freebie app. Once you are in the service area, you can request it directly from their app. You can also call their toll-free number, which is all posted on their vehicles as well as on our website, or you can actually flag down the vehicle that will take you to the station within that service zones for the trips to serve our Cypress Creek station area.
Great, great. All right. Excellent. Well, listen, I think that's all we have. Host Chance and Jessica, thank you so much for being with us, Jessica. It's always great to have Tri-Rail on board with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much. So let's keep this menu going. Our second new transportation partner chef is serving up an item that is lightly seasoned from the Citizens Independent Transportation Trust, also known as CITT. Representing this item is Mariana. Good morning, Mariana. Please tell us about your item. I think you're muted. Here we go. Nope, not yet. Not yet? Okay. Try one more time. Nope, not yet. All right. What we'll do then, we'll come back to you, Mariana. We'll come back to you, okay? We'll come back. All right, no problem. All right, we'll go right on to our next one. Our third new transportation partner chef is serving up an item that can be savored on your train trip on the Bright Line. That's right. Representing this item is Michael. Good afternoon, Michael. Please tell the taste testers about your item on the menu this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Host Chance. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Well, again, my name is Michael, and I am the chef from Brightline, and I'm the Vice President of Operations. Now, you probably know Brightline as a very scheduled, very on-time intercity passenger railroad from Miami to Aventura, Fort Lauderdale, Boca, and West Palm Beach, and soon to be Orlando. But today I'm here to talk about some of our local on-demand transportation services that actually are not trains. Next slide, please. We view mobility and our company purpose as being one and the same. Our job is to get you from your origin to your destination with a train ride in the middle. Next slide. Our stations are located in some of the most prosperous, convenient downtown areas. We are the envy of every operator in the country. And so we are turning those train stations into true mobility hubs for all different modes of transportation to connect to. And we hope that you, no matter how you get to or from our station, you choose to put the train ride in the middle of that trip. Next slide, please. See, it's really important to us as a business as well, because we surveyed all of our passengers to understand why they chose to ride or sometimes not ride Brightline. And what we learned is that 35% of Brightline passengers reported that even though they were riding the train, they had difficulty getting to the train station. So we thought, if we can solve that and we can make it easier for people to get to our train station, we would have new passengers, new riders that we never had before. Next slide. Here's a look at the different ways that people choose to get to the train station. You can see that it's very diverse. You have people who are driving, people who are taking rideshare, people who are taking public transportation, people who are walking or riding bicycles. In total, 2/3 of people who get to or from a Brightline train station don't use a personal vehicle. So that's really exciting, because that shows us that there is a market for people outside of the typical driver in a single occupancy vehicle. We just need to have more of them and to offer more options on our menu to bring people into our restaurant. Next slide. To do that, we launched Brightline Plus. Brightline Plus is our menu of offerings that are tailored to every specific palate. So for those people who want a private ride experience, we offer a partnership with Uber, where you have a pre-booked ride that you arrange during the booking process when you're booking your train ticket. We have neighborhood electric vehicles, which are free golf carts, electric golf carts that you hop in and hop out of. All you have to do is show your Brightline ticket and you can walk up, no reservation needed. We offer fixed route shuttles to major destinations in South Florida. So if you're going to Miami or Fort Lauderdale International Airports, South Beach, or the Aventura Mall, we will pick you up or drop you off in any of those locations in one of our branded electric vehicles. And finally, for major events in the region, like Marlins games, the World Baseball Classic, or Inter-Miami soccer games, we run special event shuttles where we know we have lots of people going to the same place at the same time. We will meet their train with a coach bus, or sometimes 3 or 4 coach buses, so we can make sure that everybody gets from our train to their destination, and we'll pick them up at the end of the game as well. Next slide, please. We tailor the menu to each city, so not every resident has the same appetite. So here's a quick map that shows you the different offerings in each city. I won't spend too much time on it. It's all available on our website. Next slide, please. We tried to make it easy. So this is what it looks like if you're a Brightline passenger trying to book, for, in this example, one of our pre-arranged Uber services. So as you're booking your train ticket, you have an option to, quote, add extras. When you add an extra, you have to specify, are you choosing to get dropped off at the train station on your way to the train, or picked up from the train station on the way to your destination? You tell us what time, how early you want to arrive. Some people like to show up right before the train leaves. Some people like to show up 30 minutes early, maybe have a drink at our famous Mary Mary bar. Next slide. From there, you get shown a number of options. So here, all of these options are Ubers in this demonstration, but we envision a world where you can have a Miami-Dade Transit vehicle on here. You could have something from Broward Transit, Palm Trans as well. You could rent a scooter, a bike share. All of that is possible because in the middle of all this, we've built a transportation technology hub. So if we find a new partner that we want to wrap in here, we just plug them into this hub and it functions the same way. As you're going through the booking process, we show you what your options are. We have a current integration right now with C3, the triple threat at DTPW in Miami that will be rolling out in just a few months. Next slide, please. Once you book it, you get passed off to whatever the operator is. So you start to receive the communications directly from them so you know that your ride is booked and will be there for you. Next slide, please. That's it. Thank you for listening. I look forward to welcome you all on Brightline in the near future.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Man, talking about your first time, but this is not your first time being a chef. You are a veteran. Great job, Mike. Great job. Great job. Amazing presentation. Amazing presentation. Let's see if our TPO Master Chef has any questions from our taste testers about your item. TPO Master Chef.
Yeah, excellent, Host Chance. Thank you, Michael. Listen, love taking Brightline and having my meals on Brightline. It's always a pleasure when we do that. So it's such a great service. And listen, can't wait till it goes to Orlando. Just
Thank
saying.
you.
All right, but let's see if there's any questions from the taste testers. All right, there you go. Will your mobility services, shuttles and neighborhood vehicles be offered in Central? Look at that. Somebody must have been listening to me or they're thinking like me. Be offered in Central Florida or Orlando as well. I know I'm not alone when I say I can't wait. There you go.
Yes, so it's really important, as I said, that we tailor our menu to each area and the specific clientele. So in Orlando, our station is located centrally in the Orlando International Airport. Now, Orlando is not like Miami. It's much more spread out. Distances are a lot farther. So things like the neighborhood electric vehicles, they don't make a lot of sense in Orlando. So we'll be offering a partnership with the major transportation providers that already serve the airport, but the same seamless experience. So you'll book your shuttle bus, your van, your private ride to some of the major attractions, to University of Central Florida. You'll book that all through Brightline, and then once again, we'll gently hand you off to the very experienced transportation partners that are already serving the Orlando airport.
Excellent. Love how you're going to gently do that. Love it. Awesome. All right, let's see. Okay, we do have another one. All right. You mentioned that, now this person's really been listening to you. You mentioned that 2/3 of South Florida train guests do not drive a car to and from your stations. So for those guests who travel by bike, are your trains equipped with user-friendly onboard racks?
They are. In fact, our onboard luggage compartments, actually the luggage towers flip up. I hope everybody knows this who's ridden the train, but I could see how some people might not notice. So they actually have a shelf that flips up, and at the top of that luggage tower, there are hooks to hang a bicycle from its wheel. So we have room for 4 bicycles on board our current trains. As the trains grow over time, as we buy more coaches, we'll add space for more bikes. But I know 4 may not be enough for the commuting public down south. So we also offer a checked bike service. So if there's no room on the body of the train, we'll actually accommodate those bikes on a specially designed luggage cart where we can again hang them from their wheel, and we safely roll them into the checked baggage compartment at the front of the train, and we deliver it back to you in the lobby of your destination station when we arrive.
Oh, that's amazing, because that is so important for first, last mile destinations. Excellent, Michael. Well, listen, Host Chance, that's all I have. And what great information from Michael. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Great presentation. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the future of Brightline. All right, we're going to go back to our second new transportation partner chef, who is serving up an item that is lightly seasoned from our Citizens Independent Trust, Transportation Trust, also known as the CITT. Representing this item is Mariana. Good morning, Mariana. Please tell us
Good
the
morning.
item. Oh, there we
Can
go.
you hear me now?
You
Okay,
sound
great.
so good. You sound so good.
Okay,
Well,
fantastic. Sorry about that hiccup earlier. My microphone was still digesting my last presentation. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Host Chance, for that wonderful introduction and for everyone's patience with my audio issues. I'm here to present on the Citizens Independent Transportation Trust, our transit and on-demand services. Next slide. So for a little bit of background, the residents of Miami-Dade County in 2002 showed that they had an appetite for enhanced transit and mobility services. They voted for a half-penny sales surtax that would bring more options of transit and mobility to Miami-Dade County. Next slide. These are a few examples of where our half-penny sales tax goes. Free Metro Mover service in downtown so that you can access all the restaurants that downtown has to offer. Free municipal transit services, that's where I come in. I'm the municipal program manager and I help to oversee that. And as well as free transit services with the Patriot and Golden Passport programs. Next slide. So the surtax funds are divided between the municipalities and the county. About 23% of the sales surtax go to the ingredients necessary to make our municipal programs run smoothly. Out of the 33 municipalities that we have in the county, 31 of them are running some form of circulator or transit service, either a fixed route circulator or on-demand services, which is why we're here today. Next slide, please. So the main ingredients that entail that we have in our on-demand services are Freebie and Go Connect for now. Just so happens to be the brands that we have currently, not that we're not open to more. But Freebie is located in so many municipalities, and as you can see there's 3 different examples of the types of freebies that we have. There's the example of Florida City has these larger vans. Key Biscayne has a smaller cart looking type vehicle, and many municipalities are now bringing on the Teslas. Go Connect, as you just heard about earlier, is in our town of Cutler Bay. Next slide. So on demand is in demand, and it just helps to make every city's transit options taste much better. We're very proud to say that 9 cities can boast that they have both on-demand and fixed route services. And on demand, there are 7 of them, actually 8. I'm missing El Portal from the picture, but many cities are realizing that it pays and it tastes much better to offer on-demand service. Next slide. So on-demand service is really sweet, right? It's that missing ingredient when you're trying to get from point A to point B. It often is that last link that you're missing from your home to the next stop where you might catch a fixed route circulator or a bus or the Metro Rail. Personally, I took the Freebie in Palmetto Bay, and it was so sweet because I was able to take the time to look up some recipes on my way home, so I had more time to decide and plan what to cook. It eliminates the parking issue. You don't have to worry about finding parking, paying for parking. It's safe, it's relaxing, you have so much less stress, and it's that missing ingredient, really, when you're on the go. Next slide. While we're here, I wanted to speak a little bit about our new CITT Ambassador Program. Trans riders who ride at least 3 times a week, we encourage them to participate in this program. It's an app that you download and you report on your findings and how the transit services are, because the only way we can really enhance our services is if we know what's going on, and the people who know most what's going on are those that ride our services. So if you're interested, it's a great program and you get rewards. So please reach out to Cheryl Mizell, or you can reach out to me and we'll give you more information. Next slide. Also, we have some vacancies on our trust member board. If you are interested in transportation or know of someone who's community and civic minded, please consider reaching out to us and submitting an application. Next slide. These are the ways that you can find out more about the Citizens Independent Transportation Trust on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and of course our website, miamidade.gov/CITT. Next slide. And that's all I have for today. Thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. That was a great presentation, and that's a lot of information, good information as well. So hopefully that we'll get some people that want to apply and be a part of the CITT. So we appreciate that. Let's see if our TPO Master Chef has any questions from our taste testers about your item. TPO Master Chef.
Yes. Hi, Mariana. How are you? Thank you so much. You did a great job and a lot of really good information. CITT plays such a crucial part in funding and being a funding a partner in all of these projects, especially with the SMART demonstration program that Chris spoke about earlier. So thank you very much. Let me see if we have any questions for you. Well, listen, you were talking about Cutler Bay earlier, and you have a person here says, I am a retired senior who lives in Cutler Bay. How can I find out more about this on-demand service?
That's a really good question, actually. So usually for GoConnect, you can download an app and hail a GoConnect via the app. But for people who don't have access to a smartphone or who just aren't interested in using the app, there's a phone number you can call. I actually have it right here. They can call 786-321-5842, and people can access GoConnect via just a simple phone call. It doesn't have to be through the app.
That is great information. We're going to definitely have to advertise that number for individuals who might not be able to have an app. So Mariana, that's great information. Thank you. All right.
Sure.
Let's see. Do your CITT ambassadors receive compensation for recruitment?
So it's important to note that the CITT Ambassador Program is a volunteer program. However, because we want to encourage people to join, their feedback is so important, we do want to provide some sort of reward system. So there are rewards. You gain points with the feedback that you provide, and that can be in exchange for a variety of mobility services such as rideshare, bike rides, and other great transit opportunities. So you definitely get some reward for it, but it not monetary.
Okay. Host Chance, did you hear that? That's pretty cool. Love that. Okay.
Rewards sound good.
We like rewards. We like rewards. All right. I think we did a taste of transportation on rewards. We will have to bring her back to talk more about that if we do a future TOT. Okay, Host Chance, you got that written down?
Yes.
All right. All right, Marianne.
Thank you.
Let's see. No, we don't have any more questions at this time. But taste testers, remember, if you have any more questions, please put them in the feature, in the question feature, and we'll sure to get to you. Mariana, that's all we have, and thank you, Host Chance.
All right. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the menu rolling. Last but not least, our fourth new transportation partner chef is serving up a delicious dessert from Freebie. Representing our dessert is Claudia. Good afternoon, Claudia. Please tell the taste testers all about your dessert item this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Host Chance. I sure hope that you left a little bit of room for dessert, because have I got a sweet treat for you. Freebie is a free, on-demand, door-to-door, 100% electric transportation, providing that first and last mile transportation, operating a fleet of over 150 vehicles in over 30 communities in Florida, all the way from Kissimmee down all the way to Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys. Next slide, please. Freebie as the future of mobility, really connecting communities, making them into a place where you can live, work, and play, and really not have to need a personal vehicle. Not just a transit solution, we are also a powerful economic development tool, having the ability to drive traffic to the front of the doorsteps of local businesses. Understanding that all communities are different and have different transit needs, we're able to highly customize and adapt our program to all communities, large and small. And the best part about it is that we're 100% electric. Next slide, please. So how does Freebie work? Freebie is a combination of Uber meets Yelp, where you're able to request a ride with a touch of a button, but you're also immersed in everything and anything that's happening in your community while you're on our, as you can see here in the center of the carousel, you can promote local businesses from here, local events and happenings, and even do surveying from here. Really just inspiring the local destinations. And as you can see on the bottom banner, you can even use a live transit tracker to connect to other transportation, all in one easy to use app. Slide, please. How to use the app, super simple. In that first slide, you're gonna hit request a ride, then you're gonna drop your pin to set up your pickup location, and then select your destination. You can either put the name of the place you're going to, or the address, or you can select from one of the categories in a drop-down menu. The last thing is you're gonna confirm how many people in your party. This is also the section where you can select special accommodations such as a wheelchair, a booster seat, a car seat. And then you're gonna hit confirm ride. Once you hit confirm ride, you are connected to one of our drivers, and can communicate with them in real time. You will be advised of what your approximate wait time is, how many people are in front of you, and you can even track the car on a map. Next slide, please. This is an example of how we partner with local businesses and help them by providing free advertising on our mobile app. We have a team of economic development officers that goes out door to door to the local businesses in the community and offers to set up a free profile like the one you see here. They even have an opportunity, as shown in slide 4, to offer freebie deals and discounts. Some businesses will do a 10% off to incentivize riders to use the freebie to get to their business. Some restaurants will even offer a free drink with entree, a free dessert with entree, etc. Next slide, please. Some of the high-level benefits of freebie include reducing the traffic by taking cars off the road, reducing the use of single occupancy vehicles, and really freeing up some of that limited parking availability. Freebie also acts as a feeder system to and from mass transit. Our community ambassador drivers really are the face of the community, knowledgeable on everything and anything happening in the community. They act as a mobile concierge, a rolling information desk on wheels, able to tell you about hotspots, new places to shop and dine, etc. Freebie as an economic development tool helps physically drive those customers to the front doorsteps of those local businesses and improving the economic development locally. And from a sustainability standpoint, our vehicles are 100% battery powered, promoting clean energy and reducing carbon emissions. Next slide, please. So who rides freebie? Everybody rides freebie. We are so proud to say that freebie is the most equitable form of public transportation out there. Regardless of your age demographic, your socioeconomic status, freebie is very inclusive. In the morning, you might have people taking freebie to get to their minimum wage job, as well as C-suite executives taking it to business meetings, business lunches. Then you have seniors taking it to the doctor, to the pharmacy, to the supermarket. By late afternoon, you might have students taking freebie home from school. Tourists, pets are even allowed to ride the freebie. We are committed to promoting unity and integrity among all community members. Next slide, please. If you haven't done so already, download the Ride Freebie app and use freebie while you're visiting any of our over 30 service areas here in South Florida, as shown right here, again, from Kissimmee all the way down to Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys. Next slide. There you have it. That's what I have for you, Host Chance. Freebie in a nutshell, short and sweet.
Man, what a dessert. What a dessert. I'm telling you right now, I'm so full. I'm so full. And that was a great way to just top it all off, right? Thank you so much. An amazing presentation, great information. Let's see if the TPO Master Chef has any questions for my taste testers. TPO Master Chef.
Host Chance, I am full. Claudia, that dessert was amazing. I am full. Let's see if we have any, and you know what, that's amazing. You're all the way up and down the coast. That's outstanding. So amazing what freebie is now doing for the different communities up and down the coast. Let's see what we have. Okay, here's one. I notice a lot more Teslas being used rather than the golf cart type. What is that all about?
Well, that's a great question. So yes, originally we had a lot more of the low speed golf cart type vehicles, but number one, they have a few, they really work in great in some areas like Key Biscayne and the beachfront communities. But a lot of our cities are actually now switching to the Tesla model because of the low speed limitation only allows you to go on roads that are 35 miles an hour or less. The Tesla doesn't have that limitation and is also an air conditioned ride. So, and can go a little faster. So that is helping reduce the wait times, really increasing the quality of the service and getting people to where they need to go more efficiently. And so that is one of the reasons that a lot of the communities are looking towards the Tesla now, and just making sure that people, we're increasing those ridership numbers as well.
And Claudia, that makes sense because if I have a work suit on, yeah, I mean, I like to be in the golf cart, but you want to be a little bit more comfortable in a Tesla, especially in the summer heat. But if you're in kind of like let's go have fun mode, then the golf cart is a little bit more exciting. But yeah, it's great to have that that opportunity to choose or to be given that choice. So thank you so much. That's great. All right, let's see. All right, here's another one. I am currently retired and not very, this might be the same person. I am currently retired and not very good with technology. Do I have to set up an account in order to use the service?
That's also a great question that we get very often. So while Freebie is app-based, we do have an 800 number for folks who may not have a smartphone or simply just don't feel comfortable using the technology. So we have an 800 number that I'm also happy to provide, which is 855-1-855-918-3733. And they will set up a profile for you over the phone and know that you're going to be calling in whenever you're requesting your rides in the future.
That is amazing, Claudia, because yeah, there's just some people who don't like to fumble around with, believe it or not, with technology in the apps. So that is so great that you offer that opportunity as well. That's wonderful. Okay, let me see. There's nothing else. Host Chance and Claudia, I think that's it for the dessert. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Claudia, for joining us. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you again, TPO Master Chef, with all those great, fabulous questions. Well, we have come to the end of our lunch together. There were so many delectable on-demand services on this menu. So now, let me just take this time to say thank you to all of our taste testers and transportation partner chefs who joined us today to provide such important information for on-demand services throughout Miami-Dade County.
Wait, Host Chance, hold on. But before you start closing up, we do have one more thing for our taste testers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's while we've got a captive audience, I want everybody to take out their phones and get their QR code app out, talk about apps, or their camera, which is also can be for the QR codes. Listen, we are in the middle of developing the Miami-Dade TPO's 2050 long-range transportation plan, and we really need your input. So please take your phone out. I'm stalling so you guys could take your phones out and scan that QR code that's in front of you, and just, it's a quick survey. Just let us please know about your thoughts on Miami-Dade County's transportation system. So thank you, Host Chance, and everyone for letting me interrupt and getting this in just as a little plug. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, TPO Master Chef. Again, remember, if you have any questions or comments, please email information@mdtpo.org or call 305-375-1888. What? You said something? What was that? You want more? Well, I'll give you more. Your wish is my command. We have another outstanding taste of transportation coming your way. And it will be in May. So stay tuned for more information. If you enjoyed this Taste of Transportation special edition as much as I did, share with your friends, family, and coworkers, as it will be available on the TPO's YouTube channel, along with our past Taste of Transportation events. Again, you don't want to miss out on the next Taste of Transportation. As a matter of fact, you don't want to miss out on any of our Taste of Transportation lunch series. You can view all of these episodes again and again on the TPO YouTube channel. I hope to see you at the next Taste of Transportation in May. Have a great afternoon, everyone.